So we kind of took Bull Street on the south side of town and hit up a lot of those barbershops down there.
We have pictures of the barbershops that we went to and our experiences. So first we went here to something to talk about salon.
Letting us ask them questions, but they would ask questions back to us about what we like to do. They told us all their favorite places to shop. They love the Oak Mall.
If we like going down to City Market and if we doing the Bay Street and kind of they were sending us to the touristy places, but then they didn't really seem to go to the touristy places themselves. But then they kind of started talking about the personal lives a little bit.
She's from South Carolina, and her town has 2 Piggly Wigglies, 3 stoplights.
3 stoplights. Yeah.
3 stoplights, and it used to be just 1, and and they have a hospital on the coast also, and she loves it there, and it's a 10 or 15 minute drive from Savannah.
These ladies for a long time, they're really warm, and then we kept going. So we also just found it very interesting to take just a look at these hand-painted signs and just the look that. I went to Jazzy Cuts by myself, which was a barbershop for men. So I was the only woman in there, and they didn't really understand why I was there. But they eventually warmed up. And I talked with a man named Marvin. He was the barber, and he said that he's always lived in Savannah, but just recently he's come to appreciate the city. And I asked him what made the change and why he didn't think he appreciated it before. But he said that a lot of times, all the touristy and historic places in Savannah are just marketed towards tourists, and there's nothing telling he called the urban community anything about what's going on downtown, so they kind of tend to stay in their neighborhoods. And so he said he's starting to read, Connect and some of the other local newspapers to learn about things going on.
The one girl sitting in the chair that was getting her hair done, she kind of warmed up, and I wondered if she was doing it just to be funny and make fun of us a little bit.
Sorry, we're kind of paying attention to it. That'd be cool.
We were inspired by all the hand-painted signs.
I made my poster for our first experience that we told you about because they were really friendly and talked about all kinds of things, and there was a lot of laughter. And so Edwina had curlers in her hair, so I did Edwina's hairstyle, and the lines are made up of laughter because that's what the thread there was. It's just laughter and community, and they were welcoming to us, and they just thought we were neat. And then I put all of our conversation in the background. Dining out and shopping is what we do. Ghost tours. I did it one year for my daughter's birthday. They took us to the cemetery. You don't get out the car, right? It's so many restaurants. There are 3 traffic lights. We're moving up.
Okay, the second one is Des Gordon was talking with me her daughter will get married. She was telling me that 30 is the perfect age to get married. So that she's planning to get a party in Forsyth Park. So we was talking about that, and you need a lot of money to make a party.
Picture of the girl in the salon that they didn't want to talk to us. I guess because it was the number one thing I didn't want to do because she didn't really say anything and she had short hair.